Well, it's live images from the Peace and Friendship Stadium here in Piraeus as Olympiacos play host to AS Monaco in Game 1 of this best-of-5 series. The ball is in the air, and we are underway here in the Peace and Friendship Stadium in Piraeus. First possession to the hosts as Monaco settle in to man-to-man defense. Fall's going to get a touch early on. And he's going to try and back down Piraeus to get to the halo. Piraeus walling up, holding his ground, and Mustafa Fall's got one thing in mind, and that is to go straight to the cup. He's still a young player, so it is a whole new outfit. But all credit to the club because they've got themselves in the playoffs and they've secured their position in the EuroLeague for next year by doing so. Baseline slam. Alpha Diallo shimmies along the baseline and catches the bounce pass from Leo Westerman and sends it home. Slukas skip pass to McKissick. Pretty basketball by Olympiacos. Slukas skips it over the top of the defense to McKissick. Good offense by Olympiacos as they move the defense around to get the open shot. Now some pressure. Yeah, walk up with a chance to double team. Now we go to the rim! Thomas walk up with a steal and score! And it gets Papa off his feet. Well, Thomas walk up doubles down on the ball. He comes from behind and he goes right to the rack. Well, we talked about the defense of Thomas Walkup as the efforts from James are too late. And look what it means. Right now, good block there from Dante Hall. It's a 3-on-1 here. Can Diallo get on the end of it? He can. Diallo tips it to Lee, who sends it to Hall, who flushes it through. And good defense by Monaco. McKissick in the corner. McKissick with a house call! Shaquille McKissick! Shaq with a rack attack! And you wonder if that dunk right there very well may seal it for Olympiacos. It certainly will help the fans find their voices. From everybody, really. As Coach Potsokis will shake the hand of Coach Obradovic and Theo Papaloukas. Loves it.
It will be Donatas Piraeus and Mustafa Fall with the jump ball. We are up and the game is underway. They've got to stay close. They can't let Olympiacos blow this one open early. Another turnover, Vesterman again, and Vezenkov coast to coast with a runaway slam. Sacha Vezenkov exploding into action. Coach Obradovic calls timeout. Just jeering and whistling. You wonder why they take such a dislike for Mike James. Oh, foul with the rejection. Dorsey, coast to coast, Tyler Dorsey. Well, Olympiacos in full flow. Lead by 6. It's the same as their lead at the end of 1. Defense tough by Olympiacos. Andjusic gets the shot away and makes it. Danilo Andjusic. Missed some games at the end of the season through injury. Did not play in game 1. And there, after the score, gets the steal. And oh my word, Dante Hall. Could get in trouble there. That's the kind of play that will get reviewed in there. Coach Obradovic say, get out of there. Do not make this a storm in a teacup. Of course, a little matter of closing out the 4th quarter here. Foul finds Walkup. Walkup throws it away, and Mike James is going to go showtime! They ran out of ideas in the 3rd period. Now they're trying to dig themselves out of a hole of their own making because Mike James has not finished clearing space in it. His 5th 3-point basket of the night. 21 points for James. Dorsey replies with his first points of the 2nd half. 30 seconds left. Slukas finds McKissick, and he throws it away. That turnover there, symbolic. of the night's game. Andricic gets a new career high. He goes to 19 points. Monaco goes home with a win.
Walker handling the ball for Olympiacos. Working with Foul, the big centre. Wide open three as well, and it goes for Tyler Dorsey. Dorsey looking for Foul. Spins away from Piraeus. Mustafa Foul. Taking no prisoners in the paint here in the Principality. The ferocious finish from Foul. James. Lovely pass, and Piraeus detonates the dunk. 25-21 the lead. Moten had his shot disrupted by Vezenkov, and here comes Walker. Away from Lee, blazing to the basket, got it out one. Thomas Walker coast to coast on the Mediterranean coast. And Moten shuffled his feet, tried to lock them in position. Previously won the Euro Cup with Valencia, now has 6 points. Dorsey showing some of Olympiacos' aggression, but it doesn't count for anything here as Piraeus rips down the rebound. James takes the three, and the Riviera rises as one. Mike James, several feet back, knocks down his first field goal on home court in the playoffs. Dorsey. Up to Olivier Jean-Charles. Back to Walker. He's going to try and cancel out the three of Mike James. Could still have his big moment. Passes on the responsibility to Bacon, who drills the triple. Dwayne Bacon with 18 points tonight and leads Monaco in scoring. 5 the gaps. Lucas turned over to Bacon. A 3-on-1. Bacon going all the way. Mike James for three, shifts it on. Piraeus Lee, bang! From 15 down, Monaco are level. Dorsey up against Thomas, stepping through, trying to glance off the glass, failing to do so. Vesterman failing to hold the rebound. Dorsey will attack again, goes strong at Thomas, and then emotes as he puts Olympiacos back ahead. A minute and a half to play, Monaco down 2. Piraeus Lee thinking about the three again, and Monaco lead from 15 down. Piraeus Lee stealing the spotlight. Kostas Lucas to orchestrate the offense, to keep the ball, to take precious seconds away from Monaco. And Mike James will foul out to finish a nightmare night for Monaco's standout superstar. He's got 13 points and 8 assists, 5 rebounds as well, but he's only hit 1 of his 9 field goal attempts. Hasn't scored a single point in the second half. He turned his hand to facilitating in front of a sold-out Sal Gaston Medisa, over 4,000 in this intimate arena. Their first ever EuroLeague playoff game on home court. Piraeus Lee is knocked down 2 threes on this final stretch already. This time it's Vesterman. Shot clock winding down, gets inside for the 2, can't convert. Vezenkov with rebound number 9. This would be a huge win. It would make it a must-win for Monaco in Game 5. Dwayne Bacon, the Monaco miracle, is still alive. This next one surely would be enough. Kostas Sloukas looking to produce a fairy tale of his own this season. A decade after he won the title with Olympiacos for the first time. It's Bacon. There was no time left anyway, and Olympiacos can celebrate a Game 3 win.
It is a no tomorrow scenario from the players from Monaco. Olympiacos with a 2-1 series advantage. Remember, the first team to win 3 games in this best-of-5 series books passage to Belgrade. I tell you, it is a din of noise in here. It's a low ceiling in the arena, so the noise really stays right on top of you. The ball's in the air, and we are underway. Trying to break down Vizhenkov. Moves it on to Bacon. Shot clock at 5. Bacon inside the Hall! And Dante Hall with the one-handed cram jam. Nice pass from Bacon, and Hall still got some work to do in traffic as he finishes over Papanikolaou. Dante Hall just out-muscled by Mustafa Fall. Sloukas, the 3-time EuroLeague champion, with the ball in his hands. Good closeout by James, but he over-rotated. Now Papanikolaou has made 2 threes already. The tip-in attempt from Vizhenkov is off the mark, and out breaks Lee. Great pass inside, and a transition dunk for Will Thomas. Well, good vision here by Piraeus Lee. A little bounce pass to invite Thomas to attack the rack, and Will Thomas with back-to-back buckets. Here's James in the lane, kicks to Lee. Yeah, really good movement by Piraeus Lee. So Piraeus Lee sinks down to the level of the ball to create a passing angle for James. You can't really see it here, but he's just sliding to his left so James can see him. He knocks down the 3. Gets the ball across half court. Inside. Great cut by Vizhenkov, and Vizhenkov gets it the drop of an interior feed from Livio Jean-Charles. Sloukas. Stripped by Piraeus Lee. Piraeus Lee a 2-on-1. To Thomas, who lays it up and in. Now Bacon has to guard Sloukas with the ball in his hands. Switches off. Sloukas! Opa! Goes to Sloukas right at the beginning of crunch time. Sloukas keeps the ball in his hands. Finds his countryman Papanikolaou, and his shot won't go. Monaco a chance to go ahead this trip down the floor. Clock management important now with a minute to play. Fans, all of them are on their feet. Bacon, mid-range jump shot. Bacon! Dwayne Bacon with a deuce. He's been feeding off these mid-range jump shots. About a 6-second differential between shot clock and game clock. They want the ball back into the hands of Bacon. They like this matchup with Papanikolaou. Bacon again in the lane, up the window, no good. Wasn't the best look from Monaco. Now Olympiacos with a chance to win the ball game here. Olympiacos in the hands of their point guard. They go upstairs to Fall. Fall to Sloukas. Sloukas lets fly, and it won't go. And Monaco will win here on the French Riviera. And their first ever journey to the playoffs, as they are trying to go to the promised land and trying to make it to Belgrade. Well, congratulations here to Monaco as they win this one. Prince Albert II enjoying it. What a dramatic finish here. And see them here this season as James and Durant, the former teammates from the Brooklyn Nets, embrace.
Well, the decibel level continuing to be dialed up here in Piraeus. The Peace and Friendship Stadium positively rocking as we prepare for the opening tip in this do-or-die encounter in Game 5 of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague playoffs. The winner goes on, the loser goes home. two-time NBA champion, three-time Olympic gold medalist, who said that he wants to play overseas once his time in the NBA comes to a close. When they were snaring their offensive rebounds, it was because of plays like that. Getting active, look at the speed from Dwayne Bacon, slapped away against the backboard from Kostas Papanikolaou, and that brings the crowd to their feet here at the Peace and Friendship Stadium. It's a no call at best, and allowed the brotherhood of the union of big men to get on with it beneath the basket. So the 8-0 run posted by Monaco, broken by a three-pointer from Thomas Walker. Down by 5, 13-18. Piraeus pulls the trigger and gets the roll. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't make, and anticipating the contact, Piraeus able to pull the trigger and get the bucket to go. Watch this for body control. Taking the contact from Kostas Lukas, knowing where the basket is. The pair of three-point plays for Olympiacos. Seen them get there, connecting off that terrifically athletic catch to add a three-point field goal to his 2 free throws. What an offload and what a jam! Dante Hall crushing it on top of Hassan Martin after receiving a bullet of a pass right on the numbers of his chest. Catching, elevating and crushing. Mustafa foul. Offloads to Shaquille McKissick. Dwayne Bacon defending, goes over the screen from foul. What a drive and what a finish. And Shaquille McKissick is red hot here in the second quarter. 10 points in the game on perfect shooting from all areas of the floor. So Will Thomas goes down to Dwayne Bacon. Sneaky double team applied. Up strong in a crowd is Dwayne Bacon and emerges with a bucket. Terrific work from Dwayne Bacon. 5 points in the game on 2 of 6 shooting from two-point territory. McKissick lets it go, and inevitably, invariably, it falls through the hoop. And Shaquille McKissick, Monaco by 5 here in quarter number 3. 6 lead changes is testimony to how tight this has been, as Hassan Martin drives and finishes to tie things up at 62, with the opportunity of one more to come from 15 feet away. Goes back door, Mike James has it, corner three-pointer, pump faking, gets it away, and right on cue, Mike James affords himself a smile, because after going 0 of 6 from downtown in the first half of play, his first three-point attempt of the second half comes at the death of the third quarter. 2 defenders on him, a rotating defender as well. Much welcome to restore his team's 4-point lead. So Walker to Sasha Vezenkov. He's fouled in the act of shooting, and the three-pointer falls. A 4-point play opportunity from Sasha Vezenkov. Dwayne Bacon going against Thomas Walker. What odd that he takes him down to the wing, drives on him, lost his footing, almost lost the basketball, goes again, gets baseline, hangs in the air, short on the shot. What hustle from Dante Hall! Mike James for 3, off right, Mustafa foul with the defensive board. But an outstanding offensive rebound by Dante Hall to give his team another bite at the cherry. Mike James' difficulties continue. Must have been a 2-point attempt. No, it's a 3-point attempt indeed. 1 of 8 from downtown now, as Kostas Lukas comes up big in crunch time once again. Continues to embellish and enhance his formidable reputation as a closer to put his team up by 6. Their largest lead of the game with less than 2 minutes to play. Mike James answers, hanging in the air, putting the collective heads in the hands of the Olympiacos fans. It's still very much in the balance, but Olympiacos in the advantageous position. Nice catch, Mike James in a double team. Gets to the sideline, offloads to Will Thomas. Will Thomas gives it back. Mike James on the sideline logo. Mismatch against Mustafa foul. Drives by him, offloads, and finished on the inside by Will Thomas. Composure personified once again. Mike James with a double-double. His 10th assist of the night to go with a game-high 24 points. Tyler Dorsey for 3! Tyler Dorsey connects from downtown to move to 16 points in the game. His second three-pointer of the night to put his team up by 6 once again. It's a 2-score affair with little more than a minute remaining. Mike James, one-on-one with Kostas Lukas. Dante Hall sets the screen. Now there's a mismatch on the perimeter. Step back three, Mike James off everything. Ball rebounded by Will Thomas. Gets it back to Danilo Andusic. Weaves his way through traffic. Mike James, well, it's a shot clock violation. The three-pointer must not have drawn iron. Very difficult to discern in such a cacophonous atmosphere. But Walker, 17 points on the night for him. Tyler Dorsey working against Mike James. He's playing with 4 fouls. Vezenkov, quick turnaround. Mustafa Fall gets a piece of it. Will Thomas offloads to Mike James. Mike James attacking, coming downhill, goes Glass with the left. It's off the mark. Will Thomas fighting for it. Secured by Tyler Dorsey. And one suspects that is the ball game. Celebrations begin here at the Peace and Friendship Stadium. AS Monaco have given absolutely everything, but down by 6, I'm rather surprised they've stopped playing as quickly as they have, because fouls and missed foul shots could well turn the tide of this one. But time remains on the clock, and it is now a result. A terrific Game 5 sees Olympiacos Piraeus close it out here in this do-or-die encounter.
Now each player will go through their final moments of introspection and pre-game preparation. We are indeed at the Final Four here in the Žalgirio Arena. The first time that Lithuania has hosted this fantastic end-of-season finale. And there is the #1 man in terms of performance index rating. Look at those numbers that he's produced, Joe, underlining his consistency.
Before we jump it up here, we're about to jump it up here. Watch out for this walk-up Mike James to start off the game. It's going to be real important to stop James early on.
Driving back out to the half-court logo. Lloyd rotates it to James. James with his quickness by Kostas Papanikolaou. Clever offload and a delightful finish off the window from John Brown III. Drawing a foul on the shot-blocking presence of Mustafa Fall, and he'll go to the free throw line looking to add one more.
Papanikolaou makes the entry pass. Lucas gives him a back pick on the help and finds himself wide open. Papanikolaou drills that three. Oh!
They hang it up and the backdoor cut is converted. The game.
But you just don't see that anymore. Ron Diallo going baseline and going up with 2 feet. Everybody loves to jump off that 1 foot.
Lukas gets it out to McKissick. McKissick to the free throw line. Vezenkov, no travel call, is he? Might have moved his feet. McKissick, tough shot off the dribble, and he connects. Tough bucket from downtown, dribbling left. Shaquille McKissick on the step back in the face of Eliakobo with the shot clock about to sound. High-line matchup zone being played by Olympiacos. Dante Hall to Eliakobo. Eliakobo runs into a pincer movement and has his pocket picked. 3-on-1 opportunity, and McKissick finishes on the break. And we are deadlocked for the first time since the opening tip. With a terrific effort on the offensive glass once again. Ball is loose, it's a bit of a scrum. And it's Jordan Lloyd who comes up with it. Eliakobo stopping in transition and drills it from downtown. And we have a double-digit lead for AS Monaco because Eliakobo stopped in transition, contemplated his options, let it fly and landed it from long range. It is a 10-point lead for AS Monaco.
If you're Monaco, you don't want that extra 3 seconds on the clock right now.
So the clock adjusted to what it should be. Action resumes as Walker, being pursued by the AS Monaco captain Yakuba Ouattara. Walker finds a cutting and dunking Sasha Vezenkov with the offload. Beautiful movements off the basketball by Vezenkov.
We talked about it, they're not being effective from outside the three-point line, so you have to cut when you get that ball into the lane. Welcome did a great job of splitting the pick. Nice backdoor cut, defended well by Cannon.
Cannon picking up the loose ball. John Brown with the turnover. Isaiah Cannon with his second steal of the game. Strong start for Olympiacos. Can they build on it once again, having had AS Monaco go down the floor and not get a look at the bucket? What an offload, and the foul finishing through the contact on the inside is Kostas Papanikolaou. Mustafa Fall with the feed out of the low post, delightful vision, and how about that for a cut, catch and completion on the inside by Kostas Papanikolaou.
You know, Ron, I talked about the fact earlier they were playing a lot of face-to-face defense, and Monaco's shooting going away from the basket instead of going towards the basket. Like foul right there. Up and over and at the basket. You got to go aggressively. You've had 3 shots in a row by Monaco, two by Montayunas and 1 by Brown. Is it just something about that end of the floor or what? Because right now, Monaco looks like Olympiacos in the first half.
So John Brown climbing beneath the jersey of the newly crowned MVP, Sasha Vezenkov. Corner three-pointer from Kostas Papanikolaou is buried, and it's a double-digit run of points without reply. Kostas Papanikolaou, 11 points in the game on 2 of 4 shooting from downtown. His team back to within 1. And still AS Monaco remains stone cold from the field in this second half. Cannon. Field goal of any description will see Olympiacos take their first lead since they led 1-0. Walker drives, kicks, Vezenkov for 3, bucket! And Olympiacos Piraeus are rolling here at the Zalgiris Arena. So Walker. Nice steal, Jordan Lloyd, terrific speed down the sideline. And finally, at 5 minutes 40 seconds, AS Monaco get their first second half points on the board. So Walker, orchestrating the half-court offense. Oh, what an intricate pass on the inside, count the basket. Kostas Papanikolaou coming to the fore in this first semi-final here at the Zalgiris Arena.
Nobody wants to shoot. They're down under 5 again.
Aliakobo, is he going to force
Look
it
at
up
this.
one-on-one? Isaiah Cannon all over him, step back 3, and he misses everything.
3 shot clock violations in this quarter alone.
Isaiah Cannon with a suffocating defensive effort to completely shut off the offense that Aliakobo was looking to create from the top of the key. They have scored just 2 points in 9 minutes and 40 seconds of play. What a lockdown effort by Olympiacos.
Olympiacos wants to take this down to the end of the shot clock. There's only 4 seconds in the 4-second differential here.
Laurent Zykis, nobody challenged. Oh,
you're kidding
it is Olympiacos' night, surely. Giannoulis Laurent Zykis lost the handle, got it, nobody closed down on him, and what did he do? Let it fly from long range and kissed it off the window. Battle down on the basket, towards the basket to get their buckets. But as they demonstrated in the first half, AS Monaco have the shot makers to wipe out this deficit in a heartbeat, but Foul catching in perfect position, clearing out defenders with the chicken wing and slamming it down on the interior. Mustafa Foul. I think it was a little bit of rim involved when he got that fast break jam. Off the hookup from Jordan Lloyd off his steal. Zakoba into the lane. Dante Hall beyond his shooting range. Difficult 3-point attempt, almost broke the backboard. Dante Hall finishing through the foul after grabbing the offensive rebound. And it's 2 quick fouls in a row on Mustafa Foul. Outstanding effort, and maybe that's the way AS Monaco can keep the scoreboard moving. Either way, transferring those skills to the basketball court. Called for a foul as Foul gets loose, count the bucket, and Mustafa Foul wrecking shop on the inside at the expense of AS Monaco. They're leading this fourth quarter by 4, 8-12 in their favor. Slukas dumps it down to Foul, nice catch, and he rocks the rim once again.
And then out of bounds, full court pressure. But when you have Kostas Slukas and Walkup in the game, not too many turnovers, you're gonna get a lot of open looks.
Deflection from Motiunas, short corner J is knocked down by Sasha Vezenkov.
Only for Monaco, this game is all over now, big around 14-point victory.
So there is the final horn and a handshake between the head coaches at half court. What a performance produced by Olympiacos Piraeus in the second half. They have completely shackled AS Monaco to just 21 second half points, including a remarkable run in the third quarter.